Hello, I'm Anna.M.RN, if you don't know. And so lately in my videos, I've been drinking coffee, and it makes me think about, remember that SNL skit with Mike Myers, the coffee clutch? He has a topic, talk amongst yourselves. That's how I've been feeling lately with my coffee in all my videos. Because this is real life, and I drink coffee. And I've also become more comfortable in doing these videos, so you're gonna see the real weird Anna coming at ya. So anyway, I'm gonna take another sip of my coffee. Okay, so the point of this video, come back Anna, come on back, is to talk about manifestation. So the first concept I want to talk about is willpower. Sometimes sheer willpower just doesn't work. You know, sometimes you can't just decide I'm gonna quit smoking, or I'm gonna lose weight, or I'm gonna make more money. And you know, this is why it doesn't happen, or it doesn't work out, because we're relying on our sheer willpower, and sometimes it could actually be damaging and harmful because we are forcing ourselves and talking down to ourselves, berating and bullying ourselves into getting somewhere and getting something done. And this is where meditation and mindful awareness practices come in, because start to pay attention to how you're talking to yourself. You know, are you saying negative, nasty things? Would you say that to someone that you love? You know, you wouldn't be friends with someone that talks to you that way. So start to pay attention to, you know, if you're trying to accomplish something, or you're trying to reach a goal, and you're forcing yourself, bullying yourself, like, come on, let's go. Why haven't you accomplished this yet? What's taking you so long? You know, start to notice that voice, because it might, you know, be why you were not getting anywhere. So that's why sometimes sheer willpower doesn't work. So manifestation. So through my studies and experiences and research and reading and classes and certifications and trainings, I've picked up a few things along the way that I feel are good tips and are helpful. And this is just a framework. These are things I think about all the time, and I kind of dabble with. So choosing a goal, right? You're working towards something. So let's say you want to lose weight, quit smoking, you want a good relationship, you want to meet someone, you want to make more money, you want a promotion at work, whatever it may be, right? One of the first steps is visualization, your imagination. If you can't imagine something, even in the privacy of your own mind and inner thoughts, it's never gonna happen, right? And also with reaching goals and being highly successful, and these are the things I've read about people who are highly successful. You can't look around you, right? There's no evidence in your current reality that's telling you that you're gonna reach this goal. It's not anywhere. You can't touch it. You can't see it yet, right? Because it hasn't happened. And people get caught and stuck in the current reality because they're not seeing it. So they're replaying it and recreating it. And so we're just in this, you know, repetitive motion of being stuck and being caught in that obstacle of not progressing. You have to be a little bit, I've read this somewhere, I forget where, you have to be delusional in your thinking. You have to have faith and belief that this thing is gonna happen, no matter what everyone else tells you, no matter what your current reality is showing you. You know, there might, or that inner voice that's telling you, you're nuts. What are you talking about? You're never going to get there. It's too big of a goal. It's too far-fetched. It's too silly. It's too this. It's too that, you know? It's putting all of that aside and knowing that that's going to keep coming up. Every time you try for something, you reach for a certain goal, those thoughts are going to come up and you're going to feel embarrassed and you're going to feel silly. But no one ever gets anywhere by dreaming small. Who dreams small? You have to dream big, right? That's what everyone tells us. So, you know, that's what successful people do. Even when it may seem crazy and people are telling them it's not going to work. What are you talking about? That's going to take too long. It's never, you don't have the skills. It's not going to happen. How do you think anyone ever gets anywhere? It's because they're dreaming big. They're imagining, visualizing. Like, that's one of the first steps, is seeing it for yourself. Okay, so the next step is this. Noticing when you're visualizing and imagining your goal, what is coming up, what little voice, maybe it's that little shrinking voice, like, I don't know, it's too big, or I don't know, I've tried that before and it didn't work, I failed, I'm gonna look stupid if I try it again, people are gonna say to me, why are you bothering? Or I don't want to be in the limelight, even though you really want to be in the limelight, you know, or I'm afraid to fail. You know, that's a big thing for people, being afraid to fail and doing it publicly. Everyone is so fearful of judgment and ridicule. So we kind of just like stay in our lane and play small and just go through life doing what we're told to do, what we think we're supposed to do. And we're not achieving the big things we want to achieve, right? Okay, so there's that. And also, this is the other part of that, noticing the thoughts and emotions that come up when you're visualizing is noticing the conflicting beliefs. Like, let's say, you know, a lot of us have that belief of, you know, money is the root of all evil, right? But the other part of you wants to be successful and make a lot of money. But you have this belief, this kind of subconscious belief. So you're at odds with yourself and you're like fighting yourself. So again, awareness practices, meditation, all these kinds of things, even just sitting, self-examination, reflection, noticing this programming, this conditioning. Because you might be at war with yourself, like, oh, I want to make a lot of money and be successful, but people are gonna think I'm a jerk because I'm rich and I make a lot of money, you know, or it's gonna be too flashy. I don't want the attention. I don't want to be out there like that, you know. So there's that push and pull within ourselves. Okay, so imagining and visualizing. Let's get back to that. The reason we want certain things is to feel a certain way. I'm going to say it again. The reason why you want something in your life, why you have a certain desire, a certain want, a certain goal, is to feel a certain way. That's our motivation. So usually it's, you know, it's any of those positive, good feeling sensations. Like, I want to feel creative. I want to feel free. I want to feel empowered. I want to feel connected. Whatever that is for you. That's our drive and our motivation towards any goal, any want, any desire. So when you're imagining and visualizing, start to identify how you want to feel and feel that way. So in your imagination, that person who makes a lot of money, that person who is strong and healthy and fit, what do they look like? How do they spend their time? What does their day look like? How do they dress? How do they feel? How do they feel? They feel content. They feel connected. They feel free. They feel calm. They feel stable and secure. Whatever it is for you that you want to feel. Feeling that, watching that story, that movie happening in your mind, and sensing that feeling in your body. Feeling it. You know what, when you feel excited and you get butterflies in your stomach, or you're just feeling so loved. Maybe you feel it in your chest, in your heart space. You know, starting to identify where you're feeling your feelings in your body and feeling these positive emotions. Okay, so you're imagining, you're feeling, and then from there, you're gonna make inspired decisions. You're gonna take inspired actions. You're allowing in the miracles. So the miracle could be opening, so this class that's coming up, intuition and power, right? Awakening your intuition and power, connecting to that deeper part of yourself that I talked about already. Allowing the miracle of, whether you're religious or spiritual or not, allowing your spirit and soul to speak to you, okay? Or maybe it's just maybe you don't believe in any of that, but maybe it's your instincts and gut feeling and the knowingness, your inner wisdom, your inner guidance. You know, we make inspired choices from there, and we take inspired action from there. So it's not just sitting in a room and meditating. The point of all that is to quiet the analytical mind, quiet the thinking mind, to connect to who we really are, our authentic self. So from there, you know, it's listening to those ideas that come up, like our ideas. We get an idea to go and do something, to take a class, to go make that phone call, to speak to that person, to go to that place. This is all inspired action, knowing what to do, when to do it, and acting on these things, right? Acting on the miracles that come through, that voice, that inner guidance. And rolling with it and going with it and trusting it. Again, trusting your intuition, trusting your knowing and your guidance. So yeah, that's manifestation in a nutshell. Pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I think that's it. So I hope you found that helpful, and I will see you next time.